Let's play a game of Would You Rather. Would you rather be Jurickson Profar here?
And then the spike is going to come around and catch Jurickson right under his eye, and thankfully it was under his eye.
Or would you rather be this guy? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the cleat in the face. Welcome into MLB 101. My name's Austin Huff. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony was last week. You had Chipper Jones, Vladimir Guerrero, who's still my all-time favorite Expo, not named Bartolo Colon, Trevor Hoffman, and Jim Thome, who gave a great speech for young, aspiring athletes everywhere.
To every kid that is dreaming of standing here one day, take it one moment at a time. Don't sail too high or sink too low. Learn to be good at handling failure. Be the first one to the ballpark. And above all,
never wear a Brewers hat with a Phillies jersey. Oh, wow. Guess that kid's never going to make it in baseball. Sucks to suck, kid. You know, some would say the Dodgers are in a dogfight in the NL West. Kike Hernandez, however, would say they're in a chicken fight.
Ducking. Right at Turner. What is Kike doing?
You know, that's honestly a question we should all be asking ourselves every day. What is Kike doing?
What is Kike doing?
No, seriously, I'm wondering. And I want to know at all hours. I mean, Kike Hernandez is probably the most fun player in baseball. And that's saying something, because there are a ton of fun players in this sport. And we should have a camera on Kike 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. You know, like when he sees Brian Dozier in a Dodgers uniform for the first time. Speaking of Kike Hernandez, his dad, kind of. Chase Utley took a metaphorical Louisville slugger to the head by the Braves announcers last week. This comes via Deadspin.com. Check this.
I want you to look at some things that were going on today in batting practice here with the Dodgers. What do you see? T-shirts. You see Chase Utley with no socks and pants up over his knees. T-shirt. This was prevalent with their whole team. And I think about fans that come to SunTrust Park who are Dodgers fans and want to see their players. They had no idea who any of them were. Nobody had any kind of uniform or batting practice shirt on with their name on their jersey. They looked very unprofessional. But if I were a Dodger fan, I'd be embarrassed. Chase Utley, I've had nothing but respect for him his whole career. I think he's a great player. I thought he always played the game the right way. That was an embarrassment what he had on today during batting practice. It's called a uniform for a reason.
Man, just listening to that felt like...
And the spike is going to come around.
I mean, they've got to be the first non-Mets fans to complain about Chase Utley doing something unprofessional. Utley is the prime example of how everyone should want their kids to play baseball. Except, again, Mets fans. The ironic thing is, the starter for the Braves in their very next game had tweets surface of racist and homophobic slurs. But sure, Chase Utley wearing baseball capri pants and a strikeout cancer t-shirt during batting practice is disrespectful. Yeah, okay. I mean, this was batting practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about batting practice. I also love it when he says,
but if I were a Dodger fan, I'd be embarrassed.
I mean, could you imagine? Hey man, are you a Dodgers fan? Me? The Dodgers? Oh, no, I don't really watch basketball. Speaking of awkward conversations, Chandler Rome described this beautiful moment between teammates. That's very Shakespearean. You look great, Chuck. Aw, thanks, pal. You too. I'm talking physically. Handsome. Okay. Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Austin Huff. We have sources giving us very important information that we need to confirm. We go now to Ben Hochman for more. Is there any truth to this report? No, seriously, we need to know. I mean, I thought there was only one Nelly in St. Louis.
You can find Nelly in St. Louis.
Seriously, does anyone know if Nelly Furtado was at that Cardinals game? We need to know, people. We need to know. Please hit us up with any details you have. If you have proof, please send it to the email below or this Twitter account. And maybe follow that Twitter account too. What's up? We need to know if this is fake news or not. We're going to work hard for the truth. Coming up after this, we'll be back with your winning lotto numbers and a look at this weekend's weather. Stick with us. With the trade deadline last week, many players left their longtime homes. You had Chris Archer, Manny Machado, Tommy Pham, Mike Moustakas, Brian Dozier, Jonathan Scope, but no one had a better farewell than Eduardo Escobar. This may be the greatest farewell to a city I've ever seen. It's like, oh my gosh! Run for your life! Run! Look, we can learn a thing or two here. If you're going to grow 10 times your size and attack your former city, just make sure you're dressed for the occasion. Hey, the Mets lost. Yeah, I know. So what else is new? But this time it's different because the Mets out-Metsed themselves. Boo! Man. Oh, that Mets score looks like a Jets score after the first quarter. 25-4. 25-4. Here's a look at how the Nats night against the Mets went. Look at that. That's like a week's worth of production in one night. In fact, the game was so bad, the Mets are offering free therapy sessions. No joke. UMA Health is offering Mets fans free therapy sessions for their trouble. However, since the company has to make a profit, it's doing it by asking a question guaranteed to trigger further sessions. Mets fans must fill out a form asking about their most difficult moments as fans. Really? You need to trigger further sessions? I think just admitting you're a Mets fan should do enough triggering. So the question is, what do you even do in a game that bad? Especially if you're working the game. This comes from the Washington Post. The game was so bad, the broadcasters just started reading pages out of the media guide.
And with the score and the weather and everything being as it is, we are going to unveil another edition of what we like to call Media Guide Musing. First page of the postseason section is the 1969 League Championship Series, Atlanta Braves versus New York Mets. Mets won series 3-0. In the club's first ever trip to the postseason, the Mets swept the best-of-5 series versus Atlanta 3-0.
So if this video gets boring for you, I guess just whip out your Mets media guide and start grading.
Ron Taylor got the final out, retiring Brooks Robinson to even the series at one game. There's a lot to go. I think we should pass it along.
Want me to pick it up?
Yeah, right here.
It's like a Seder.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta improvise. Speaking of improvising, that's exactly what you do when you get traded to a new team and they don't have a hat for you. Or at least that's what Mike Fiers did. Wait, hold up. You need to tell me the A's couldn't afford a new hat for Mike Fiers? Shocker! Also, Moneyball. Let's check in with America's sweetheart and A-Rod. You know what? Here's a pro tip, Al. That muffled sound you're getting is probably because your finger was covering up the microphone on your cell phone. Also, this might be the most humble brag tweet of all time. Hey guys, so what do you think of my performance? Translates to, hey guys, I'm on a boat with Jennifer Lopez. There's only one thing A-Rod loves to do more than reminding people that he's dating Jennifer Lopez, and that's pumping himself full of anabolic steroids. Stop with the online PDA, people. It's gross.
This message paid for you by MLB 101.
All right, that's it for me this week. I'm out. Ball game. Do me a favor, subscribe to the page. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend. You're one of those kids that's on social media? Why don't you go ahead and slide into our DMs? And go ahead and follow too. If you have anything you want to contribute to the wall, send it here. Send it here. You look great, Chuck. Aw, thanks, pal. You too. I'm talking physically. Handsome. Okay.